Well, hello there. I think I'm running out of gas. Both me and the saw. Wouldn't it be nice to have a saw that never did run empty? I checked and my fuel bottle's running empty too. Well, if we can't have a saw that won't run empty, maybe we could have a fuel bottle that won't run empty. Never know what they'll invent next, but while we're wishing, maybe it'd be a lot easier if we just wished that the woodshed never did run empty. Can you imagine that? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? There's a story like that in the Bible, believe it or not. It's in 1 Kings chapter 17, if you'd like to read it sometime. There was a terrible famine going on because there was a terrible drought going on. And old Elijah the prophet, he runs into a lady, this old widow woman, and she's out picking up a couple of sticks. And he tells her, said, how about fetching me something to drink? And she said, all the world I've got. And while she's going to give him a drink, and then he says, well, bring me something to eat too. And she says, all I've got is a little bit of meal and a little bit of oil, just a little bit. And said, I was just picking up a couple of sticks because that's mine and my boy's last meal. We're going to eat it, and that's all we've got. There ain't nothing else around, so we're just going to eat it and die. No, Elijah, the man of God, he says, if you'll take care of me, God's going to take care of you, and you'll have plenty of meal and plenty of oil. And bless the little widow woman's heart, she believed him. She said, well, I'm going to take care of that man of God. And she fixed him something to eat, and the story goes on that for the rest of that famine, which lasted 3.5 years, said she had a miraculous barrel of meal. Every time she opened it up, there was meal in there. It never ran dry. And she had a miraculous bottle of oil. Every time she opened up the corn oil to make some more cornbread, it always had oil in it. Now that's an interesting story, and I believe it's factually, historically correct. It's in our Bible, but I also believe that God's teaching you and I, New Testament people, something about that too. And while we may never see that type of miracle, there's a spiritual truth to that. Did you know that God's mercy and God's grace never runs out? No matter where you've been or what you've done, no matter how big a sin you may have committed, God's mercy and God's grace is available to you today if you're listening to me. Jesus made sure of that on Calvary. Put your trust in Him and then tell the Lord, Lord, thank you for your unlimited mercy and your unlimited grace. We'll see you next week on the Weekly Word. Maybe we'll have this firewood cut up. See ya.